This word is infallible. Infallible. Infallible means that always right, never making never making mistakes. So think of this as definitely like perfect. So if someone is infallible, that means that they are perfect. Okay. People can be infallible. Okay. So people most certainly can be. And anything that does actions. So what I mean by that is that you could say that perhaps like a robot is infallible. I love how that's just staying there. So a robot can be infallible. A cat can be infallible, but you have to say what about these things? Like what are they doing that they never make mistakes? So for example, I will write the sentence. The cat, hold on, no. The robot always spit out infallible code. It always worked on the first try. So what that means is that it's perfect, right? If the computer, or excuse me, if the robot was giving infallible code, that means that the code, right, the coding that they were doing is perfect. It always worked. There were never any bugs, right? People can believe that they are infallible. So you can, so it doesn't necessarily have to be true. They can act perhaps infallible. So you could say her attitude showed that she thought her dance moves were infallible, but really she made mistake after mistake. So she thought she was perfect, but she actually wasn't. Okay, so it just means that always right, never making mistakes. It doesn't necessarily have to be true, but if it's not true, notice how the context clues demonstrates that. Okay, so you can also use this as an adjective. Excuse me, I'm sorry, an adverb. So in this case, you could say the robot infallibly created code for the programmer so that he could keep his job. So in that case, what the robot is doing the creation, and the creation doesn't have mistakes. So I'm using infallibly to create, right? So that's the adverb using there. You can also possess infallibility. So again, this is one of those like attributes that you can possess, infallibility. So in this case, the pitcher's infallibility showed when he pitched 3 no-hitters in a row. So in that case, his attribute of being perfect was being shown because he pitched 3 no-hitters in a row, which is almost perfect. So there's many different ways to use this word: infallible, infallibly, and infallibility. People and anything that does actions can be or perceive to be infallible.